Purchase the Millionaire Savings Plan available on Amazon.com and BrokeGeniuses.com. Learn how to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle, get out of debt, save more money, achieve your financial goals, and live a better life. Come check out owlsherbs.com where we have all of your herbal needs and different variety of products from sea moss to black seed oil and a different variety of products for different health issues because your health is your wealth.
Hey you guys, this is Courtney Camaro. I'm outside of Muhammad Ali's real original home. We're in Chicago, and I wanted to shout out Al's Botanics and Herbs. Man, when I tell you, I am one of those people that has insomnia. I can't sleep. I can't focus on some days because I'm so sleep deprived, and this has helped. This is one of the mixtures he has that helps with sleep.
What's going on? Live in effect. No thumbnail. What you see is what you get. Yours truly. The original Blade. You know what I'm saying? AKA NBA genius because I'm no longer broke. So pretty much I just hold on to this channel as a branding, just basically one of my brands. I want to help you, basically get out of Brokistan. I want to help you, basically achieve your self-improvement. We're going to be talking about self-improvement today. This is Kaizen Talk. So got a few things that's on my mind, and basically this does work. In case you think this is boring or whatever, I mean, I've Kaizen so much that I ain't broke. That's all I could say. I'm not broke. I got a house. I'm a homeowner. Shoot, healthy. You ain't seen me, talking about, I got COVID or I went live in a hospital bed. None of that, because basically, like my channel tenants, wealth is last. Okay, it's faith, health, knowledge, wealth. So I pretty much I'm gonna start off with that, and I'm gonna give you some updates like I do. My life is pretty much boring, and that's a good thing. My life is boring as hell. You know why my life is boring? Because I manage all of the drama that life brings. I manage it outside my fucking life. I don't listen to other people's drama. People don't come to me with drama. And pretty much, if you do want to come to me for drama, all I'm gonna say is basically give you the advice. If it ain't about no money, don't even call me. Don't contact me. Small talk, none of that. Like, it's just that's what I do, man. I don't like everybody got drama. I know some people love drama. They got this problem, that problem. I mean, we all have problems, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I'm very good at managing my life to the point where it's as drama free as possible. I mean, it is literally just drama free. I ain't got no problems with nobody. People try to. Only thing I could say is I have a ex-wife that every now and again will try to Like, some women are so toxic. Pretty much those are subprime women. They'll occasionally try to start an argument. Some women are so toxic that basically they'll try to start an argument. What I do, just block them. I got, in after an hour, 2 hours, I unblock them because she does that because I got children by her. She thinks that's a free open invitation to, have some to troll me basically. I just block them. After about a couple hours, I unblock. After a while, I mean, I don't know, maybe she ate a chicken sandwich, you know, go sit on the toilet or something and calmed her ass down. That's about it. Other than that, I damn sure don't entertain any other women, basically any disrespect, any negative energy whatsoever, negativity. Nope. Just don't have no I don't tolerate it. I see a lot of guys that do tolerate women that disrespect, just are disrespectful, toxic, got more pants than they do, talk like that they just smoked a pack of Newports, very highly masculine. And I mean, I guess they do it for the sake of they got a nice body and they just to have a woman. A lot of times guys are locked into being in a relationship just because they have children with the woman. That's another thing. But no, yours truly, I don't tolerate that shit. I learned a long time ago that basically it comes back down to kind of like the whole pills, the blue pill, red pill, black pill thing. When you go down to the relationship level of red pill, it is women that actually they appear as if they don't know anything. They know who to choose, who they can talk shit to, and who they cannot talk shit to you. A lot of times, I I just can't help it. Sometimes I come off like a nice guy, but at the end of the day, I'm a beast. I'm a the worst motherfucker you ever want to meet. Because I'm very intelligent, very strong, very tall, highly masculine, and a lot of times I'm just passive aggressive. Most guys are passive aggressive. Women are so a lot of times so stupid that they read their initial read of a man is he's nice. Oh, I can take advantage of this guy. Most men are passive aggressive. Basically, we're nice. That's our representative. That internal person is an absolute beast of burden. If it's just the initial read of a woman is this guy's nice. I could probably take advantage of him. I could probably get him to do stuff like that. But some women that are somewhat wise, they could see through that. They could read your eyes. They could kind of read your soul, your energy. They could tell, oh yeah, this guy is nice, but he's masking this. He's he's actually an absolute beast. And those are the women that probably are more intelligent and more because see what I'm talking about is an emotional intelligence. A lot of times, and I'm definitely going to be talking about it further today. A lot of people are one trick ponies. Their actual concepts and everything are one trick ponies, and basically how they think is one track minded. And when it comes to intelligence, you also have emotional intelligence. And that's why a lot of times women will get a guy and then they'll go upon a path of that they could use them and do this and that. And they are upset and feel bad after after the relationship ends, because basically their initial read was incorrect. So it's a situation where, I know I'm not the only guy that comes off like a nice guy. It's nothing wrong with coming off like a nice guy. I actually like coming off as a nice guy because I like playing with people's heads. I like playing with people too, because I like the people to think that, especially women, that I'm nice, that I could get taken advantage of or something like that. And I like sometimes I do like cussing people out, or not so much cussing people out, but having them basically I don't know. I like the block button. I like to block people if necessary. I like the good look, like I like the technology that we have where you can just block people, and then they're like, damn, I had this dude, but damn, I fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't even argue. I really block, blue, blue, blue. Like, I mean, Apple is real good. Android is good, but actually the technology now is really good. Uh, but I'll have to say Apple is really good with the block list. Just block. Yeah. Kimbe Matumbo, get out of here. Like, that's all I do, bro. I really, I don't argue, man. None of that. I no. Like, see, when you try to argue with women, they're really trying to spin you like a yo-yo, to like basically have you to um expound all of your energy to basically get you wound up. And it's like, basically it's my way or the highway. A lot of times men, because they feel like whatever reason they have low self-esteem, they feel like they can't get better, they don't actually have any understanding, which is, I would say, yeah, it's game. You don't have any game. And game can be, you don't know the numbers, you don't know the statistics of how many men there are comparison to women. You don't understand if, like, for example, I'm a black man. You don't understand your value and where you align in the world, or, well, basically in the United States, as far as how rare you are, depending on how, your collegiate level, your educational level, your skill sets, even your genetic rareness. Once I realized how genetically rare that I actually was, I really, man, I really looked like took a step back, and I basically was like, you know what? I'm so goddamn rare that shit. It's scary how often when I think about how rare I am. I mean, it just like, I mean, damn. When I think about how rare I am, I'd be like, fuck. God damn, I hope I don't get shot today. Oh, let's see here. You like the block button, isn't that kind of egotistical to say? Oh, we got a ghost here with a thumbnail. Wow, interesting. Uh oh, we got some more. Oh, she's got her face on there. Oh, okay. So, I mean, who are you, and what is the goal that you think you could come on somebody's chat and actually just say random shit? Like, I've never seen you before, don't know who you are, but you have that much narcissistic energy and intelligence to just come on somebody's chat and just say random shit. Who do I think I am to basically you know ignore you? That's who I think I am. But You can explain why you are coming to somebody's chat and just saying random goofy shit. Um, that would be pretty wise to do because I don't know who the fuck you are. And second, what the hell are you on my channel for just randomly trolling people? That's what I could start off with. Who the hell are you? Where did you come from? And why the fuck you here? But anyway, yeah, the block list is definitely alive on all platforms. YouTube, Facebook, everything. And I exercise it very much wisely and efficiently. And yeah, it's part of my self-improvement tool to block people. That's one of my uh tools that I use to block negative people out of my life. The block list. It's one of the things that I will say primarily women do hate the block list. That is something that I will say that women do absolutely hate because some women they actually absolutely do like to troll people. They like to troll men. They get off on trolling men. They get off on even trolling people because these are the same people that'll probably say shit in school, just say random shit, you know, because they just like getting off on just saying stupid shit and get trying to get other people's skin. And they don't like the block list because the block list puts them on a level where they can't say nothing. They can't say anything else. They just gotta just basically watch you or watch your posts on social media. They can't engage because see, here's the thing, you know, it's a situation where people, everybody thinks that they're their own leader. There is a hierarchy. In that hierarchy, you have the fucking king and you have all of the underlings. Okay, in Europe, in all of across the world, if whether you want to talk about the European monarchy system, the African monarchy system, where everything sprung from, even if you want to talk about the Mongols, you know how many people had to be killed because they didn't respect the king? There's a lot of people that had to get the guillotine because they didn't respect the king's kingdom and all there within below, like whether it be the lords, whether it be the counts, any disrespect, anybody didn't, basically put their part in the kingdom, they had to face whether it be getting tortured, prison, or death because they were trying to like do same shit, troll the king, say ill things about the king and his family. They had to, basically, they would just try to do shit to challenge the king. All this shit is just it's old as hell. And it's like at the end of the day, that's pretty much people that did not respect the hierarchy. They did not respect that it's people that are in a higher position than I am, that is born with a higher position within a higher, family dynamic. And they like, man, okay, I'll just disrespect these people. I'll disrespect you know, and it's like, man, I mean, at the end of the day, it happens. I'm not saying I'm above or beyond disrespect, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to take I'm not gonna take anything from somebody that basically they don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know my existence. You don't know where I sprung from. You just this is the first day you watching me live. This is the type of shit like you come on somebody's channel. I mean, this person, I doubt this person is a subscriber of mine. I don't know who this person is. And it's like, while I was talking, they're blocked. Yeah. I don't know who these people are. Like I'll invite I'll invite you to explain yourself because at the end of the day, this ain't no echo chamber. I'll invite your negativity to for you to expound upon your negativity. I'll allow that. But at the end of the day, doesn't make sense. That's kind of crazy to come on somebody's live channel. Just watch them for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and say random shit like as if you know them. I can see if you don't have to subscribe to my channel. You could have been watching me, watching like my videos at least the last what I've been on here for like 6 years. At least watch a few videos at the very least to see where I've been on my self-improvement journey, where I've been as far as my channel, to basically just, you know, just say stupid shit off of just somebody talking for 5 to 10 minutes. It's just a lack of intelligence. It's dumb. It's just really dumb, and it's narcissistic because if 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 I did that, that would be dumb. I mean, at the very least, you keep it to yourself because you can't, every man and woman can judge other people, but you want to at least, like, whenever I see somebody new, I not only watch their last video or live stream, I go and watch other videos of what they've been talking about to then give my final judgment. Is this person somebody that I should be paying attention to or not? Not just go on somebody's live stream and just fucking like start making a initial comment or observation after 2 minutes of them talking. Because obviously, if this person is did this to me, this chick, this subprime woman, obviously have did this like weak sauce ass behavior with me, she's probably got triggered by me talking about the block list because she's gotten blocked. This probably is the chick that, she says stupid shit to dudes that she meet because she goes to random dudes and just gets in relationship or just be somebody's cum bucket, and then she gets pissed off because she gets blocked because she hasn't dealt with her problems, she hasn't self-improved, she's just a strag, subprime strag that basically is triggered because I mentioned something that she does not like and a lot of women don't like, and that's the block list. Yeah. Boom. They don't like that shit. And I'm not pissed off. I don't know who this person is to be pissed off. At least she has a thumbnail with her picture. You know, she's not a complete ghost. I don't know if that's her or not. But yeah, I don't know who this person is though. I mean, obviously, probably a woman, or maybe it's a simp, because simps agree. You got different levels of simps, right? You know, simps don't like the same things that women don't like, because they want to kiss their ass kisser of women, no matter if they're disrespected, shitted on, their money, money is taken from them by women. You know, absolute, just just you just get shitted on by women and still rub behind them. You know, and it's like, yeah, they don't like the same shit that women don't like, which is the block list. They probably don't, I'm sure it's men that don't like the block list either. This is a triggering word. Obviously, these are triggering words. Block list. Nobody people that are trolls, that have that type of strag, maggle, daggle behavior, they don't like the block list, because in their weird old troll world, they don't like being blocked. They like to say their random bullshit, and say their random, little goofy stuff that they want to say without impunity. And I'll promise you, I'm the king of this channel. Okay, God is YouTube or Google, but I'm definitely the king. And I will block your ass. I will put you on the guillotine block, and I will block your ass. And I'm very good at doing it, because I'm not new to this. This is not a new channel. I've been on YouTube since 2008. I don't know about everything, but I know just about enough to block your ass efficiently and expeditiously. But anyway, now that we have the trolls out the way, I put the link on the chat, for the trolls to expound upon their trollness. But yes, that's what I do. I use the block list. Block, and it works absolutely well. And it absolutely is one of my self-improvement tools. That is what I use to manage the drama. The block list. I use it very, very well. It's one of my self-improvement tools that is my go-to. Because see, a lot of people, they don't want to say stuff in person, and especially when they start talking outside the head, when you start recording them, because you have some people, subprime people, that they act like they're bullies. That's basically what they do. They act like that they're a bully because they're getting bullied, or they think that you are beneath them in some form or fashion. And they want to act like one way, that they're, nice and cool and everything like that. But then when you see them in person or in private, they want to try to, act a different way. And then when you record them, because absolutely people like this, these are why you gonna call the police, because they're gonna get out of pocket. And then when you go to court, you have that video footage of them absolutely acting like a crazy maniac. And this is what you use to basically show that this person, they're coming into this courtroom, and they act like they're perfectly fine. But exhibit A, exhibit B, exhibit C, this person is an absolute crazy lunatic. I have the video evidence to show you. And one of the things about working in IT is called information technology, which is data. Is one of the parts of that is data. I'm very good at keeping all of my data. I have I'm very good at organizing and keeping data and organizing my life. I mean, I struggle with that, but this is Kaizen Talk. Self daily continuous self improvement. But yeah, I mean, definitely, if you got a neighbor that's talking out of pocket saying shit, you got hidden recorders that you could have on your shirt and stuff like that. Yeah, just let them talk. Let them say everything and then record it, put the data on. If it doesn't get too crazy, you ain't have to call the police or nothing. Put it on your cloud account, save it on your computer. Okay, this is day one. Neighbor put a file, and then you got evidence. Second, any encounter, what I'm saying, you record this shit. So when it comes time to, file a lawsuit or whatever the hell you do, I don't know really how to do. I never dealt with no neighbors that, I mean, my neighbor is across the alley. So, I mean, the end of the day, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have no, I never really dealt with any neighbors other than when I lived in the townhome. It was some serious strags that lived next door. They used to smoke, and the smoke would come to the next house next door. And that's one of the things about a townhome. Some townhomes are connected to each other, so they used to smoke. And I had a brand new, my first child, a brand new baby, and it was already having problems breathing. My daughter was like premature, and I was pissed off at these people that they were smoking, and the smoke would actually come into the next house over, which was ours. And I mean, yeah, it was a lot of shit. Like, I mean, I think they stole a package of mine. Like, yeah, that was probably the worst neighbors I had. But here's the deal: when it came down to it, I wanted to leave immediately. But when you involve with a woman that don't follow your lead, and you gotta argue and shit like that to get her to follow your lead or fucking leave and all that other shit, you ain't gonna be able to move how you want to move. And that comes down to the starting end point. When you meet somebody and they don't follow your lead on a date, like or even on the phone, when you like going back to like courtship and everything like that, when you're I like I say, a lot of this stuff is kind of like, I look at it like a business. Like, you're interviewing someone for a job. If you want to look at it for like a partnership, a business partner, is this person gonna fulfill her end of the bargain or the deal or the business? Are they gonna show up? Are they gonna do what they need to be done? Person, you talking to a person on the phone, and you on some partnership type stuff, right? Y'all both agree on a place where you gonna meet. Does this person want to bogart the conversation and they want to go where they want to go? You ain't no partner at that point. You following this person. This is you going into submissive husband wife territory. Happy wife, happy life. That's where that shit start, over the fucking phone, or even when you meet in person. And then when you go down that road leads to, you gotta do everything she's saying. You gotta fucking, if she say jump, you gotta jump 2 times and all that goofy shit, because you started off that way. That's what she was absolutely looking for, and you played that role because she looked like a 6 or a 7. She had a fat ass and some big titties. That's that equated to the the bros. They like how your woman look or whatever. That's what gets you off. That's what makes you feel good as a man. But the stuff you got to deal with is you got to follow her around like a puppy. That starts there. Instead of like, okay, pretty much you both agreeing. You got an agreeable woman, which is the first level of a prime woman, a woman that is a cooperative woman. It's like, okay, she gonna do this, and this. Y'all gonna meet here, boom, 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 boom. Other than that, right? And really, ideally, you set the tone. Basically, hey, I'm gonna meet here. You want to come or whatever, and then she comes and she follows along. She like, okay, well, we gonna meet here, and I'll be there, and then that's done. Now you established a situation where she's following you. She's following your lead, and all of this shit is a mental thing. This all in your mind. This is fucking easy as hell, but in your mind you can't get it because see, a lot of times, yeah, it is fucked up in this country. I mean, I'm getting to this. This is probably gonna be a long Kaizen talk. I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be a long one. But yeah, you've already. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of women that are, yeah, narcissistic, very masculine. And it's like, yeah, to get women to actually follow you nowadays is a challenge in America. But at the end of the day, you gotta set the tone for that. At the end of the day, here's the deal. This is how I look at it. You can't beat me in chess. You can't whoop my ass. Show me a track record of what you did in life. What have you done? Have you built a house? How many houses have you built? How many cars have you fixed? How many people did you kick ass? How many people from the time you was from the time you yeah, this is what you gotta lay it down, man. From the time you was in kindergarten, how many motherfuckers you beat their ass? How many? What's your win and loss ratio? Uh, what did you overcome? Did you go to the military and pass basic training? You got to lay down your resume. This is like a job interview. It really, you really don't have to do this. This some Klingon ass shit that you got to lay down all of your accomplishments and things you've fucking done to get a woman to follow you. But you can, if you wanted to go like this. Like, what do you lay down everything that you done? How where is it that I follow you according to my accomplishments? And your accomplishments, where do I follow you at? Did you get out of debt? How many times have you gotten out of debt in your life? Like all of these things, you got, what I'm saying? Put them in a place. Like, what can you lift? I mean, because basically what they're saying is when they don't want to follow you, they smarter than you, they stronger than you, and you should follow them. And then basically the manipulation is they will argue with you if you don't do anything that they want to do. That's their only go-to, is that an argument. They just get feisty and start arguing with you. That's their manipulation tool. So as long as you basically establish that from the jump, any signs of them using that manipulation tool, take a step back, turned off by, they want to call you, why you can explain why you don't want to talk to them no more. They'll probably another manipulation tactic and tools they use, subprime women use, is they apologize. And the apology is for them to absolutely do it again so they could do it again. Apologize, and then they repeat the same behavior. it's really best to really like just let these people go, because it's like when you see the pattern, like I'm telling you, it's really not, it's nothing you could do about it, because you are dealing with insanity, you're dealing with mental illness, you're dealing with demons. And I mean, unless you're like, I mean, I ain't gonna even go there with all, I mean, like, unless you're dealing with like supernatural demon slayer and all that type of shit, like it ain't no, it's no go. You're not gonna be able to deal with this person. A lot of times, women like this, they absolutely were banished from the village. A lot of time they were called witches, and they went to go live in a cave. Nowadays, they just go get an apartment and a dog, and then talk about how men are the scumbags, and they're the problem and not me. So I mean, yeah. You know, anyways, um, one of the things that I want to talk about is basically people people that say that lead you on. People that lead you on to believe that it's difficult to be wealthy. Now, it is difficult to be wealthy, but what I really mean is people that lead you on that you got to be a part of the fucking Illuminati, and the goddamn you got to fucking do some sacrificial bullshit in order to be a millionaire or mega millionaire. These people are like really, really sick in the end of the day. They're sick in their brain. And these could be high level people. These could be people that be highly educated, highly accomplished in their career. And I'm gonna tell you why people like this think this. Is because, yeah, the wealth attainment in this country is so divided and is so minute that you have these like rich families in America, right? All of the rich families. All you got to do is go on Forbes list. And what they've done is made a concentrated effort to basically keep the wealth within. Okay, to keep the wealth within. And then you have people that have families that you know basically, in short, a lot of black people in this country are just basically out of wealth. What I mean by out of wealth, they're they're listening to people that talk like this, that basically say that you gotta be a part of some secret order, or you gotta go like slay a dragon in order to be a millionaire or whatever. I mean, basically, this is where that's coming from. A lot of times, that's black people that's saying this. If you notice, the people that are saying this are black people, and it's primarily black men that say this. And the reason why they say this is because, one, their self improvement is hard for a lot of people, and it's harder for some than others. Like, I ain't gonna lie, self improvement is harder for if you're obviously in a country where, if you're black, it's very difficult for you to get a job. It's difficult for you to get credit. It's difficult for you to get any type of investing or business investments or angel investments. It's difficult for you to deal with like day-to-day life as far as the justice system, getting charged, 10 times the charge of what someone else that is non-black would get charged in a court of law, sentencing guidelines and shit like that. Yes, all of these things make it very, very difficult to self-improve. It's very, very difficult. And then also on top of that, you have people that think like this or say these things like, oh, you got to be part of you know, the white man gave you this and he gave you all of this money. They gave you this. Like as if like you just gave something up and then all of a sudden you got a whole bunch of money because they picked you. Like all of this type of goofy ass talk. And the same people that say shit like this, the reason why they say this is because one, they have it to believe that, because see, here's the thing. This goes back to everything that I start off with. It's a reason why I'm starting off with it, because I'm going to talk about it later. It goes into the level of being a one-trick pony. And what do I mean by a one-trick pony? A clock puncher, one salary holder person. Like you got one job, you went to school. Like basically, we taught to be sheep. Go to school, get a job, punch a clock, or get one job, get a salary, and that's it. That is almost absolutely, you will never be, almost absolutely, like 90, I would say 95%, you are not going to be a millionaire with just using that same guideline. The reason why is, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you could be a freaking a dentist, you could be a doctor. I mean, it's 1 out of 7 people that make $250,000 a year are living check to check. It all goes back to up in here and self-improvement. Like people literally, like I say, a lot of people that say this are black men in America. And the reason why they say this is because if you look at the people that say this, 9 times out of 10, they one-trick ponies. They either got some job that they stuck in that they basically waiting, because basically people are taught to go to school, get a job, get a pension. They learn that from their parents. They learn that from their family members and friends and other family members. And it's a safe way, but it's an old, archaic dinosaur way of existence in America. This goes back into the unions, going into a plant, punching a clock, 20, 30 years, getting a pension. The pension nowadays is the 401k, which currently a lot of people are losing money. People I've talked to said they've lost, 30 to 50,000, $100,000 because of the stock market. And basically this goes into that whole thing of working a job 20, 30 years, getting a mortgage, paying it off in 30 years. This is this one pick Trump. You could call it one trick ponyism. The people that talk like this are one trick ponies. Even if they got a business and that's all they do, they got a business. They got one store and they selling shit. Same talk. Because see, at the end of the day, this is why people say, okay, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7 streams of income. Meaning, let's just say, you got a job and you got a real estate broker's license. Because a lot of people like to talk like this too. They ain't got no record. They don't have no felony on their record or no shit like that. They just don't want to do shit besides what they're doing. Not saying what they're doing ain't nothing, but they don't get it They get it, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to put some money into starting a restaurant or starting selling lemonade. What's going on, man? Oh, it's Japanese for self-improvement. It's just self-improvement. So it's like, man, these same people, they just basically one trick ponies. And it's so like I say, most of these dudes that talk like this are black men, unfortunately. And these are the same black men that, basically will go shop with their woman and go to the mall with their little one paycheck that they got from their job, and go to Neiman Marcus, go to Saks Fifth Avenue, Macy's, J.C. Penney, whatever. And meanwhile, Babatunde with the little shop, or Betty and Kenny that has a little shop that's in a neighborhood that they went to high school with, or that they know on Facebook, they don't support them. They don't spend a dollar. They friends, they don't even support their friends. They don't support other black people. These people are in the masses. I'm talking about these people that think like this. It's not just one person or two people. It might be 100,000, 10 million people that think like this. And they have the same behavior. They do not support black businesses. They basically take their little one trick pony paycheck and they go out and they spend it all across the board and spend it with other non-black businesses, and then they complain about this and that and this and that, and then they have you think the illusion is you got to goddamn it be sacrifice a lamb to make $1 million, and put a trench coat on with a black hood and go into a center somewhere and have a candle in a circle to make you think that it's just so difficult. No, what it is basically, not to say that, yeah, if you part of organizations and shit like that, it does help to make money. It's to join any type of fight club is very, very effective. I don't care if it's like you join some type of religious order or organization, or uh fraternity or whatever like that. It is helpful. It is a track record of basically being helpful to basically join forces to start a business or have a partner to run a business and stuff like that. But these the same people that is broke as hell. Really, what they telling you, this really what this is broke talk. This broke talk. This ain't nothing but broke talk. When I hear motherfuckers talking about, oh, somebody got such and such because they were chose and shit like that. They did a seance, and they stood in the room. Oh, you are chosen. And then you got the money and shit like that. The person they talking about got the money, and then they just all matter of factly got rich and shit like that. No, they ain't do world tours and concerts and sold a album with double, triple platinum, diamond and shit like that. They just magically got the money because they were chose. This all that fucking talk from this broke talk. You know why I know? Because I done heard it my whole life. I mean, basically, all right. It don't mention that. Okay, like for example, you know, you could even just put numbers into stuff. Like for example, certain entertainers, they charge $100,000 at bare minimum for a feature, and they might do like 100 features a year. They charge for a tour location, a 1 million per tour location. But no, they picked that it didn't matter that they was in the studio. They were even broke, and then they had to learn how to read. They had to pick up a thesaurus, a dictionary. They had to get mentors. They have ghostwriters. They have other producers that help them. And this just entertainment. They always talk about entertainers too, and it's another thing. Not to mention, okay, I've had Black Enterprise. I had a subscription to Black Enterprise. And it was people that are extremely wealthy that were Black, extremely successful Black business owners that you never even heard of. I've been knowing about Robert Smith for damn near 20 years. And then the average person just started talking about him just because he gave some money to Morehouse, 5 or 6 years ago. You know how long I've been knowing about Robert Smith and David Stewart, the second richest Black man in America. I used to work for a company that he owns. I was a contractor for a company that he owns. I mean, basically, this thing is, man, it's broke talk. That's all it is, broke talk. Because you're not mentioning the fact that you a one-trick pony. You don't start no businesses. You're an educated fool because you're not addressing your own interpersonal problems. The fact that you a one-trick pony. You don't support your own businesses that look like you, that share your same interests. You don't join basically a coalition of other people like you and address the issue. It's all talk, no action. You don't like the people that you're talking about handed money and just they got in some group and they gave them a whole bunch of money. The people that you talk about, they actually have businesses. They own stocks. They have accountants. They have financial analysts, brokers that actually own companies that buy companies for them. They do things the right way. They have franchises. Like Wingstop. McDonald's, Burger Kings. You can have a UPS franchise. America's for sale. America is pretty much open for business. It ain't nothing stopping. It ain't nothing stopping you. You take some money and go buy a house somewhere. I mean, you do your due diligence. You do it the right thing. You could buy 10 houses. Over time, you got a whole bunch of friends or people y'all put on $10,000 a month or something like that. Or let's just say start off with $5,000 a month and you get you in a small investment group. Instead of talking shit, you get about 20 people and then they get more people and y'all start an investment group. $5,000 a month is the minimum contribution. And then you start buying, properties across the United States. And that's just real estate. And then once you get properties, you start buying commercial properties. And then those commercial properties, you could put retail locations in it, offices in it. You have business ideas or non-for-profit ideas. You use these for those entities. But you don't have that power because you're surrounded by a bunch of broke people that think like you, one-trick ponies that think like you. And then you getting older and older and you dying. And while you dying, you spreading this broke message to other broke ass people that think just like that's being influenced by your brokenness. And I'm here definitely to shed my light on that darkness, on that broke darkness, to speak against it. And my StreamYard link is still in the chat, in you know what I'm saying, live in effect. And yeah, I mean, I see it every day. I see it every day, man. I see it every single day. And then these same people, they don't want to follow nobody else either. They don't want to follow, okay, well, somebody else already got a business. Well, let me just join forces with this person and then help him out. Because you could be a silent investor. You don't have to be, in the mix. You could be a silent partner, silent investor. You know, but yeah, that's pretty much what I'll say with that. I've given that a good lashing. Another thing is when it come down to these these masculine women, these masculine women. Is this is definitely what I see is definitely on the rise. You know, it's definitely something that's on the rise. Pants, women that got more pants than you got in their closet, pantsuits and all this other shit. They trying to be they wear the pants in a relationship. They talk like this. Hey, go over there. Give me another pack of cigarettes. Why you ain't take out the garbage? And at the end of the day, man, here's the deal. I can help you. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I can help all you masculine women out there. I can help you out. I'll show you where I can help you out at. Reach out to me. I got the solution for you. I can help you out. I can help you out. Because see, here's the deal. I'll give it to you for free. A little starters. I'm gonna put it in. Let me put it in the chat. I can help you out. That's the link right there. Reach out to me. I can help you out. The thing is okay with me. I've been vegan, or I haven't been eating animal flesh for about a week. About a week. I lost track. Um, I was inspired to do that. I'm just trying to go as long as I can. I'm really just trying to go cold turkey because I know that the problems that come from eating meat, eating animal flesh, it's just too many. It's too many issues, man. I don't think it's sustainable for a person to be eating animal flesh their entire fucking life. Like I just don't think that we designed to eat that shit like that, especially in this country. Because yeah, you do have tribes in Africa that they live out in the bush and they eat animal flesh a lot, and you know, they live pretty decent lives or whatever. I mean, but in this country, I just do not believe that animal flesh is the way. I mean, I just don't. I got too much evidence to support that. I mean, I sell herbs. A lot of why you sluggish. A lot of times, the way your mood. And when it comes to women, that's why you primarily are masculine as fuck, eating all them hamburgers and shit, Italian beefs and gyros and sausage pizzas and shit, pork chops, ribs, meat and flesh. Eating flesh makes you very, very androgynous. It actually boosts your testosterone. Ask me how I know. I was raised off steaks. My dad, he loved steaks, man. I mean, we used to eat steaks damn near every day. I remember one summer when I was living with my cousin in Minnesota. My cousin's father had a contract with one of the main meat suppliers in America, and he got like a freezer full of meat basically. And we were like barbecuing, me and my cousin. He had to have been like 12 to 10 years old. I don't know. I was a teenager. We were barbecuing steaks every single day. We were just literally like, you know, eating very, very well, just eating a lot of meat. I mean, it's something that I was accustomed to, you know, and I have to admit, like, I've never even been. I'm from where the best steak houses in the country are, and I only been maybe to one or two. I have never even really you know, because a lot of times I be kind of cheap. I have not even been to any like some of the best steak houses in Chicago, like the expensive steak houses and stuff. But all of that aside, I'm just not into it, man. I just like I say, I know the benefits of not eating it. I just ain't been doing it. And I'm like I say, that's one of the reasons why, you know, so many women are so fucking masculine. You know, you could go, you know, ask anybody from the Nation Islam that's really into the Nation Islam. They'll tell you about eating meat and shit like that. And when it comes to women and stuff like that, they'll tell you. Now, the second thing is how you dress. If I really wanted to go wholesale, I'll take all them damn pants in your closet and I'll just go take a campfire, throw that shit in the fucking campfire, put some gasoline on that shit, and set it on fucking fire. Because at the end of the day, as above, so below. If you want, okay, do you want, or some women don't care, they say they don't care, but they do care. They'll laugh. They will laugh. If you seen a whole bunch of dudes wearing dresses the next day, you just start wearing dress. Oh, well, women want to wear pants every day. Niggas just start wearing dresses. You don't want that. I'm sure you don't. The realest one of you don't want that. So that's how the fuck I feel. I know I'm not the only one, but I see a goddamn woman wearing fucking pants every fucking day. That shit is not fucking sexy. That just shows that you are fucking tomboy. And it's just like for some reason or another, the tomboys just took over. And it's like the women that do notice, they are already not having that many issues. Low key, real talk, they already got this lesson. I know I'm not the only one. I know it's women that is teaching other women not to wear clothes like that. Masculine ass clothes. The third thing is when it tip or whatever is, let's see. Uh Clothes, diet. What's the other thing? Just had it on my mind. Um, oh yeah, being vulnerable. Women have a poker face as if they're not vulnerable. Motherfuckers can see through that shit. I don't care if you goddamn a GI Joe, Navy SEAL warrior, female woman. You're vulnerable. Okay. It is some strong women out here. I ain't gonna say it ain't, but the vulnerability comes at, let's just talk about sexual vulnerability. You're not vulnerable sexually because you're using a fucking dildo every day. So you're faking your mind to think that you're actually having sex. And then if you're not using a dildo, you hopping from guy to guy to guy as a physical dildo. And you're not vulnerable in a sense that you're not like you should supposed to be. And you do it because you don't. A lot of women do that, use the dildo and shit because they don't want to be sexually vulnerable. Because in theory, how it should go is you should be sexually vulnerable to want a guy so much that basically you're ready to jump his fucking bones. So you use the dildo to suppress that vulnerability, to have a certain level of fake sexual pleasure. So you use the dildo to mask that. And then where it comes into the actual outside of sex, actual day-to-day life vulnerability of not having a man around, you fake that with the mask of narcissistic viewpoints and shit like that, or narcissism, to believe that you could do everything that you can. But then when you're on the side of the road, about 80% of women do not know how to change a tire. So you could be out in the fucking woods and then your tire breaks down, or your car, you catch a flat, and guess who you got to call? 9 times out of 10, another man to help you. Or a lot of times dudes will, stop their car and then help you, and you scare shitless because this could be the axe murderer. Your trans goes out in your car, your engine light goes off in your car. You got to go to a man to fix that shit. What if all men said, fuck you and your money? What are you going to do? You're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a high level of like shit that could happen, but you need men, and then here's the deal. There's a war going on in Ukraine. The women there, what do you think what level of how much they need men do you think it is? 10 or 1? 1 meaning they need men the most, or 10 the least? See, you fuckers haven't you've been privileged to have the fucking shield of men protect your ass. Well, I don't know what the future will hold, but Russia is only 50 miles away from Alaska. In case you didn't fucking know that. And you can it's called the Bering Strait. You can cross Alaska to Russia in the wintertime. It's basically a plate of ice in the winter. I mean, China is rising and already rose. Other countries are breathing down our necks. I mean, only so if I mean, what, 50, 100 years from now, grandchildren, or who knows when, let's just imagine an invasion happen. You'll need men then. You'll understand. And then I'll be honest with you, fuck all of that. How you like the gas prices, babe? How do you like the fact that everything is fucking expensive? Yeah, how do you like those apples? How do you like those rent prices? You enjoying that? You enjoying those brand new rent prices? You got to live, in the hood in Chicago. It's about $1,200 a month, and that's to live. That's to live in the hood. Now, why people live in the hood and pay those prices, that's their business. But that's what the price is to live in the hood in Chicago now. So yeah, I mean, what women are primarily doing is they are lesbian and up, basically lesbian bisexualing up. That's what they're doing to survive. And I've already talked about the rise in basically incarceration rates for women because they trying to hold on to this false dichotomy of being single and independent and all of this other things, because basically it's just kind of like it's just basically running away from submission. It's just running away from submission. Any type of woman that I see that looks any worth of a fuck and she's by herself, she's ran away from other dudes. She's ran away from submission. You know how I know? You know how I know? See, I wasn't raised like everybody else in this country. I wasn't raised in a Christian church. I mean, yeah, my mother's side of the family, I've been to church quite a bit. A lot of friends, they took me to church. I mean, I couldn't help but be in a church, right, in this country. But primarily I was raised in an Islamic household with Islamic values and shit like that. But I wasn't even really into it religiously as a child. I, converted when I was like in my 20s. I mean, I'm not religious anymore. I don't necessarily am religious, but it's kind of like once you are religious, and if you actually read the Quran, you've read the Bible, you it's actually kind of, if you go back to not being religious, it's like a version of being purple pill. I know, basically, like in certain countries, you submission is unavoidable. It's either you live, it's like you so out of place if you don't have a husband that it just you just basically you look ridiculous. It's almost like, even to a certain extent, if you are following the religion, certain religions, in order to even have sex, you have to be married. So unless you want to use a vibrator for the rest of your life, like, you have to get a husband. And if you get a husband, it leads into, yes, your husband can discipline you. And a lot of this is very much, it's in all of the it's in the Bible, it's in the Quran. It A lot of times, to be honest, the Quran ain't nothing but a third Bible or a second Bible or whatever. It's just like a hardcore version of the Bible. You know, I mean, that's how I look at it. A lot of people that absolutely that study the Bible and the Quran are very, just those two books. They're very intelligent. You're not gonna rule these men unless they want you to, because they already know the truth, and that's just from just them reading. So I'm gonna leave you with this here. Just a little funny. It's a little funny thing that I saw. Um, this is a chick's TikTok.
To have a living roommate that I have sexual intercourse with and help me pay for things. I mean, at this point, as high as everything is, I am willing to have a living roommate that I have sexual intercourse with and help me pay for things. Um, I don't know if I'm quite ready to call that a partner, but we will have some type of relationship. It may not be the relationship that you're looking for because I don't know if I want to say that I'm in a relationship, but we'll work that out at a later time. But as of right now, it is very critical that I get someone in my household. Groceries high, gas high. Yeah, we'll work it out. Just come on.